Hey guys, how you doing? It's almost race day. Perhaps you've got a Spartan event, a running event, any kind of athletic event. I always recommend, of course, to be really well hydrated at least 24 hours prior to your event. But I also recommend a lot of foam rolling the week of to make sure that you stay injury free the day of your race. So I'm about to take you through my lower body foam rolling protocol leading up to a race. For this event, I am doing the Spartan Jacksonville Super Distance on Saturday. I'll be foam rolling all throughout the week, and this is how I do it. One thing I will say is that I did sustain a major blister on the bottom of my left foot. The race is only 2 days away, and hopefully by then, everything will be nice and healed. But as of right now, I have a giant pad on the bottom of my foot to protect it, so I have to modify perhaps a little bit of today's foam rolling video. We're going to start from the bottom up. For this protocol, you'll need a lacrosse ball and a roller. I have a Hyper Ice vibrating roller. This thing's super intense and it's awesome at help alleviating muscle tightness and knots. So, for each muscle group or each area of the body that I foam roll, I hit for at least 1 minute. We're going to go through that today. We're going to go right side, left side, alternating, going all the way up from the bottom of the feet to my hips. So here we go. We're going to make the timer for 1 minute on my watch. We're starting with the bottom of the feet. So with the bottom of the feet, I'm placing the ball underneath my foot, wherever it feels comfortable to start. Now, instead of a rapid rolling, it's a push, press, and then roll to the next spot, all right? You'll feel tightness under there, which will manifest itself like pain. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most tight, like, oh my gosh, I can't even bear to put any weight on this, your sensitivity to that rolling should be a 6 or less on that scale. So here we go. I'm going to start for 1 minute. So I'm pushing into the ball with as much body weight as I can handle. There's a real tender spot right there, so I'm pressing. I'm melting into the ball, alleviating that tension as much as I can fathom. And then once I press on that point and I feel a little bit of relief, perhaps I don't, I'm going to roll to another spot on the bottom of my foot, right in there. We're pressing, breathing through the set. I didn't start my timer. I'm going to guess I have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So there I have it. 1 minute on the right foot. Now the left foot, this is where I have that big blister. I'm just going to roll through the motion, no pun intended, and act as if I'm doing the entirety of the bottom of my foot. Here we go. 1 minute for real this time. So pressing, feeling for any kind of tenderness. I find that tender spot. I'm going to sink my body weight down into it. I like to keep my toes splayed, that's open, to help open up the fascia underneath there. There's a lot of impact going on, obviously, on our feet all day. Our shoes bind our feet tight. That's why it's important to address your foot health by wearing proper foot gear. I believe in really minimal foot gear, but if you're not used to that, you have to progress up to that point. All right, so that's 1 minute. Now, I'm going to bring it down to the ground, and we're going to now use the roller. So, I'm going to set it on, and I'm going to set it for the lightest setting. So on the Hyper Ice, there's 3 settings, low, medium, and high, vibrating at a very high rate. So we're going to go back to the right leg, and now we're going to hit the calf muscles. Now for the calf muscle, I'm going to start with the roller right here above my ankle, and I'm going to push my body up, crossing that top leg over, and I'm going to roll from behind the ankle all the way up towards the back of the knee. Now, if that is too much weight to handle, that leg on top of this leg, I'm going to just take it off and push my body weight into the roller as much as I can handle. So same concept. We're pressing into any kind of trigger points, tenderness, and then rolling on. It's not a rapid roll. It's a press, release, roll. Press, release, roll. So I'm going to turn on this bad mamma jamma, and you'll start to hear that vibration. and we're going to go for 1 minute. So, 1 minute traveling from the back of the ankle up the middle belly of the calf. This thing is vibrating so rapidly, it's almost trying to shoot out from underneath me. There's a real tender point right there. My right calf, I don't want to say it's problematic, but it definitely has tightness in there. And whenever I do cramp, it tends to be in this area, which is unfortunate. But that's the price of perhaps training a lot. Here we go, 20 more seconds. So right down the middle of the calf muscle, traveling up towards the back of the knee. Ten more seconds to go. Wow. Ooh. All right. And time. That's 1 minute. Now, whoa, the thing's really strong, as you can hear. All right, next up, we're still staying on that right calf, but now we're going to hit the outside portion of the calf. So for that portion, we just hit the back, right down the middle. But now I'm going to turn my leg out to the side, stack the leg, push myself up, rolling from right at ankle level towards the side of the knee this time. So 1 minute round, get ready, and here we go. All right, so there's a trigger point. I'm pushing, pushing, pushing down. I'm pressing into that space, to that spot. Feels great. I'm going to take that top leg off. It's a bit much. And I'm going to roll here towards the side of the knee a little bit more. Staying on the muscle. That feels really good. It's one of those hurt so good kind of relief things. I will foam roll extensively, especially the week of the race, especially the night before. Oh, that feels great. Whew, it's starting to make me sweat. And time. That thing's out of control. All right, so now we did the middle portion of the calf. We did the outside portion of the calf on the right leg. We're going to now move to the left leg, following the same sequence. So, right above the ankle. I'm going to turn this bad mamma jamma on. 1 minute round. Here we go. All right. Pushing, pushing, pushing my weight down into that calf. I can do this. I can stack the top leg, like so, over my foot, and open it even more so, that muscle, right there. We're rolling towards the back of the knee. Finding any kind of tenderness along the way, and pressing onto those tender spots. I really like to kind of grind my muscle right into it when I find any kind of sensitivity. Remember, got to stay more towards the middle of the calf. 10 seconds. Woo-hoo. All right, now we're going to hit the outside portion. So remember, we're turning the leg over to hit the outside part, and now we're going to roll. Definitely starting to sweat from foam rolling. Here we go. When you feel kind of a release in that tension, it almost feels like the muscle is melted, or sometimes it also has a sensation of bubble wrap kind of popping. One of those hurts so good, feels so good kind of relief things. 15 seconds. Hitting the outside portion of the calf. Whoa, wowzers. And I'm going to say that's definitely time. All right. Next up, whew, that thing is so strong. we're hitting the IT band. That's in the sheath of muscle, the band of muscle rather, that runs from the hip down to the knee. This is an area that's very problematic for many runners, and also for people who sit a lot too, actually. A lot of problems can be caused by sitting too much, where that gets compressed. You get a lot of pain running down the side of the leg. It can turn into sciatica and all kinds of other things. So it's really important to address your mobility and your strength training. They say sitting is the new smoking, and I kind of believe that. But anyways, let's get back to the foam rolling. So to do the IT band, we're stacking the hips here. Now, if that hurts too much, we're going to take that top leg and we're just going to drape it on over. But we're going to go from the hip down the side of the leg towards the side of the knee. All right? Here we go. I always do that. Got to turn it on. Here we go. Whew. So, keeping the body perpendicular with the floor as much as I possibly can. I am really sweating now from the foam rolling. We want to try to relax as much as you can into that roller, as counterintuitive as that is, because the tendency is for people to really tense up, because it definitely isn't the most pleasant thing, but it's so good too at the same time. So we're rolling from the side of the hip down the IT band towards the side of the knee. 30 seconds to go. Oh, wow. Definitely sweating. Try to stack the legs for the last 20 seconds. Oh, yeah. 15 seconds. Good posture. Try not to crunch into the pain. 8 seconds. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite side. Woohoo, that thing's going crazy. All right, here we go. 1 minute round. We're rolling side of the hip. Scoot down a little bit. So we're rolling side of the hip, down the IT band, stopping on any kind of sensitive trigger points, and just letting the muscle melt into that vibration. 30 seconds. 15 seconds to go. Definitely feeling that. 10. I'm going to try to stack the hips now here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right. So far, let's review, recap. Bottom of the feet, the calves, middle portion of the calf, and the outside portion of the calves. IT band, now we're going to hit the quads, the front of the legs, the big muscles. They're all big muscles down there. But the quads, we're going to start above the knee, working up towards the hip. So in order to do this, we're going back to the right side. I'm going to take my right leg, place the roller right above the knee, and then I'm rolling from that position all the way up to my hip. When I do the opposite side, you'll see how my opposite leg, the non-rolling leg, is splayed out to the side, so that way I can stay low to the ground and easily roll up and down. So, I'm going to start that now, 1 minute. Get ready to go with me. Woo. Here we go. Alrighty. Now, if we want to open up the quad a little bit, I can bend my knee in 90 and open up that muscle. That feels really good. Ooh. After you finish your foam rolling, that's when your static flexibility is way more effective. 30 seconds to go. Tender right there. Pressing into it, opening it up, feeling some sense of relief. And moving on to the next spot. Almost there. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're switching sides, switching legs. All right, so left leg goes on top, right leg is splayed out to the side. I'm bending the knee to open up the muscle, and now I'm pushing and pressing. It's 20 seconds in. A little bit of pollen falling everywhere. Really driving into there. There was a big release. Whoosh. It felt like that muscle just dispersed. Oh, that was really good. That was worth it right there. 8 seconds to go. In 3, 2, 1. All right, almost there, guys. Next up, we're going to do the old booty. So, right side, oh, there goes the lacrosse ball. We don't need that though right now. We're going to take the right butt cheek. We're going to place that thing right on top of that roller. Right hand into the floor. Right leg crosses over the left. We open up the hip by pulling here. So when we do this one, when I cue my clients, it's not just staying at this one angle, but we want to work all the angles. So I might go here. I might adjust my butt and go right down the middle. Make sure you hit all of it. It's okay to go longer than a minute, but for today's purposes, I'm going for 1 minute. I may go up to 3 when I'm just on my own and not with your presence and your company. Thank you. All right, here we go. Turn it on. And action. No, I lied. What is going on? Here we go. Woo! It's on. All right, 1 minute round. So, I'm hugging my knee towards my chest to open up the hip. I'm hitting the side here of the hip. That feels pretty good. A little bit of tightness. I'm going to change my angle here in a minute. I go more upright, right down the middle of the boot. Pulling the knee in. Right there. On a scale of 1 to 10, that's about a 7. Almost there, guys. 20 seconds to go. There's a spot. I'm going to push, 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 melt my body weight into it. About 10 seconds to go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, left butt cheek and hip. So sitting on the left, crossing the left, and leaning to the left. And there you can see my dirty feet and that little pad I have protecting my blister. Oh. All right, we're going to pull the knee towards the chest to open up the hip and get in there really good. Oh. Finding any kind of tenderness, like I said, that scale of 1 to 10, it should be a 6 or below. I found a little spot here. Open it up, pulling that in, and then pushing down into the roller. I could also increase the intensity of this by increasing the intensity of the vibration of the roller. Almost there. Breathe into it. Remember, you want to relax as much as possible. Oh, good job, guys. And let's call that. So, whew. There you have it, my pre-race lower body foam rolling lacrosse ball protocol to help you stay injury-free on the course the day of your big race, or just to keep you feeling good on a day-to-day basis. Catch you guys on the flip side. Check it out, roll it out, let me know what you think.